Hello YouTube. As many of you know, with the Sony reel-to-reel and this reel-to-reel now, and I've got a realistic, and I still have to upload the first video of all of those machines. But anyway, I'm restoring them and I'm selling them because they're, I don't know, they're just something that I'm not really looking for reel-to-reel wise. You know, they're not really going to fit into my collection. So yeah, I want to get rid of them, and this one is by far the most complicated of the three. I had to do a ton of work on this machine to get it running at all. The belt had to be replaced, the capacitors all had to be replaced, and same with the Sony realistic reel-to-reel. Not the Sony, but the realistic. The Sony was fine, apart from adding some grease and things. Sorry about that, I had to stand up. I'm getting a little stiff on the floor working this thing for about 20 minutes now. This is a built-in amplifier, and this amplifier delivers quite a lot of power. I mean, these little realistic speakers, pardon the mess, you could literally blow those things up with how much power this outputs. It's a good 10 watts, and those things probably can take a quarter of a watt or 2 watts at the most. So it is quite a bit of power. Most people think, you know, that 1 or 2 watts is not enough to really get loud, but it surely is with this machine. The little dinging noise that you hear is just, I don't really know what it is, why it's doing it. I don't know if the bearing's dry. I lubricate all the bearings. I think it's just, it might be hitting the spot where I fused the belt together when I made a new one or something. It doesn't affect the performance of the machine. Although I don't know if this tape was recorded too fast in the Sony reel-to-reel, or this machine's running a little bit too fast, and I might have to adjust the brake on that one, get the speed down or something of that nature. But it is a bit too fast. It's fine now, I don't know why. The sound is a bit distorted, and I think mainly a problem is these stupid speakers. I don't really think there's any problems inside or anything like that. I want to trigger the rewind. Go in reverse. I don't know how it does it. I guess it doesn't know either. It's not that one. Odd. I really should have the little stopper on, and I don't know where I put it. It's someplace around here. Sounds horrible. That Paul McCartney song. Before it real falls off, or I damage the tape. Actually, probably that one would be better on that side. Sorry about the shoddy camera work. This thing just runs fast. Crazy speed for rewind and fast forward. Let's see if I can. That should be slow. fast. That's I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to list this on eBay. I don't want to sit and screw with it too much more. I don't know how I'm going to list it, whether I'm just going to list it. It's really as is, but it works. So it's kind of iffy, and this thing weighs a ton. Definitely any more on Craigslist or anything. If I get any more calls on getting machines like this, I'm pretty much going to tell them that I'm not interested unless I can get the machine for $5. Really, these things aren't worth too much. I mean, it's a great machine. It sounds great if you sit and replace every capacitor, which I didn't do, and I didn't check any of the transistors because I just honestly don't have that much time compared to you know, the cost of the thing. If I sell it for $100, put $50 in capacitors, which I did, and then I have to pay $25 for it, and then it gets listed, and it's going to cost me $25 after PayPal, and everybody takes their ridiculous fees. It's just not worth it for me to sit there for, you know, any more length of time and have this thing apart. I got too many other projects I'm working on, and most of you know what those are. Some of you don't, but they are very secretive. You'll see what we're building and my company's working on right now. I don't think I'll give too much information about that. It is tube, and it is professional. So that's what I can tell you about that. But anyways, more about the unit. It does have What the heck was that? Sounded like something flew by. It is 1/4 inch output, and it's got a volt changer for that. Voltage selector, I should say. And it's got an on and off switch for that. And voltage selector and fuse for the deck. It's got the outputs DIN and RCA. It's got sound on sound capabilities. Pull that knob out. Recording left and recording right channel. It is somewhat of an automated beast of reel-to-reel. It is, I mean, it's really good size. And it is a really good machine when it's tuned up, you know, so. But, you know, it's a great starter really for somebody right now. I mean, I'm not sure if it's running fast. Maybe it was the Sony that was running fast. I really don't know. Maybe the brakes still need to be adjusted on this or something. But really, if somebody's got extra time and really wants to plug in the outputs, it might be that amplifier just being a little bit distorted. I'm really not sure. Might be the speakers. You know, so really it is probably a pretty great reel-to-reel in terms of, you know, it's almost finished. It just needs a little bit more TLC on it. I clean it up a lot. Spent a lot of time blowing it out with the compressor and such. But really, I gotta get out of the business of fixing these things. When I first started out, I made a ton of money, and I still can. But really, people aren't any more willing to pay, you know, me $100 or $150 or $200 to restore something, and they figure they can do it themselves. Really, they don't have the calibration tapes and stuff that I have, or the tension springs or anything like that. And if you buy a reel-to-reel from a service, you know, I've tensioned everything and went through and checked everything, usually, unless it's something like this machine or something like that. But you know, typically you are getting really good quality from me, and I spend a lot of money on good capacitors. But a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I can just replace the ones that are exploded and, you know, such, instead of recapping the whole thing or whatever. A lot of people don't really know what they're doing. You know, so I just, you know, was not getting the customers that I used to buying my stuff and so forth. Oh, running out of breath. Anyway, I'll probably do a video on that voice of music, reel to reel, one day. I don't think I've shown that one off. That one's stereo. Got a ton of those voice music machines. That's the Revox. I got a film camera right there. So yeah, I think it's, you know, I think this is the end of this video. Been babbling on for quite a few minutes now. I know it's getting boring. So thanks for watching.